The moment your paycheck hits your bank account, you have exactly 15 seconds before your brain starts making terrible financial decisions. I'm completely serious. 15 seconds is all it takes for most people to mentally spend money they haven't even seen yet. Your brain starts calculating, how much can I blow on that new iPhone? How many times can I order DoorDash this month? Can I finally afford those sneakers sitting in my cart since last Tuesday? But what if I told you that those exact same 15 seconds could be the difference between staying broke forever and actually building real generational wealth? What if there was a simple, bulletproof routine you could follow every single time you get paid that would automatically put you ahead of 90% of people financially? If you're new here, welcome. I've spent years figuring out exactly what to do with my money the second it shows up in my checking account. If you're tired of wondering where all your cash goes every month and you actually want to build something meaningful with your income, hit that subscribe button and tap the like button. Let's dive in. Here's the harsh truth. The average person has absolutely no clue what happens to their money after payday. They know rent gets paid, groceries somehow appear in the fridge, and their Netflix account magically renews. But beyond that, it is complete financial chaos. People are financially sleepwalking. They treat their paycheck like a surprise birthday gift, getting a massive dopamine hit, blowing it on random stuff by Sunday, and spending the next 2 weeks eating instant ramen and obsessively checking their bank app. Wealthy and successful people do something completely different. They have a system. They have a payday routine. And today, I'm giving you the exact blueprint. This brings us to the foundation of everything. Before you can build wealth, you need to know exactly where your money is going. Step 1 in our payday routine is determining what percentage of your income goes toward true necessities. Now, when I say necessities, I mean the things you literally cannot live without. We're talking about the 4 walls: housing, rent or mortgage, basic food to keep you alive, essential transportation, basic utilities, and health care. Notice what I didn't include: your premium cable package, your $150 Equinox gym membership that you use twice a month, your 6 different streaming subscriptions. Those might feel necessary when you're binge watching on a Friday night, but they are not required for your survival. Here's where most people get this totally wrong. They look at their expenses and convince themselves that everything is a need. That $600 car payment? Essential transportation. The $7 daily Starbucks run? Crucial productivity fuel. Here's a reality check. If you're spending more than 60% of your take-home pay on true necessities, you're either living somewhere way too expensive for your income, or you're calling luxuries necessities to feel better about your spending. Let's say you earn $75,000 a year. After taxes, you take home roughly $4,750 a month. If rent is $1,800, your car is $400, and groceries are $500, you're at $2,700. That's about 57% of your take-home pay. Perfectly reasonable. But once you add in dining out, coffees, and Amazon Prime sprees, suddenly you're at 90% and wondering why you're broke. You have to be brutally honest with yourself. Separate your wants from your needs. Once you know your necessities percentage, you know exactly how much money is left over to build wealth. All right. Step 2 happens before you even think about spending money on anything fun. You need to make sure you are staying current on your debt payments. I'm not talking about paying off all your debt in one fell swoop right now. We'll get to that later. This is simply about protecting your credit score and avoiding those insane late fees. In the American economic system, your credit score is your financial reputation. It determines your mortgage interest rate, whether you can get a decent car loan, and sometimes even if you can rent an apartment or get hired for certain jobs. Here's a crazy statistic. The difference between excellent credit and terrible credit often comes down to one missed payment. If you make 99% of your payments on time, you're looking good. But drop to 97%, your score tanks. In high school, a 97% got you an A+. In the credit world, a 97% on-time payment history labels you as a high-risk borrower. The credit system is unforgiving, but the rules are simple. The moment you get paid, ensure the minimum payments on your credit cards, student loans, and car notes are scheduled and paid on time, every single time. Consider this the concrete foundation you pour before building the rest of the house. Okay, now that the foundation is set, it's time to talk about something everyone ignores until their life is on fire: the emergency fund. I know. Saving for emergencies is about as exciting as watching paint dry in slow motion, but stick with me. An emergency fund is money you set aside specifically for when life decides to throw you a curveball. And trust me, life loves throwing curveballs. Your car's transmission blows up the day before a road trip. Your laptop dies during finals week. Your dog eats a sock and needs a $2,000 surgery on a Tuesday. Your goal here is to save 3 to 6 months of your basic living expenses. Notice I said living expenses, not income. Look back at the necessities we calculated in step 1. If your necessities are $2,700 a month, your target emergency fund is between $8,000 and $16,000. Where does this money go? Somewhere liquid and incredibly boring. Do not put this money in the stock market, where it could crash right when you need it. Do not lock it up in a 12-month CD. It needs to go into a high-yield savings account that is FDIC insured. Here's the secret about emergency funds that financial gurus rarely mention. It's not just about the math, it's about the psychology. When you have 6 months of expenses sitting in the bank, you sleep differently. You walk into work with a different kind of confidence. If your boss yells at you or if layoffs are rumored, you don't panic, because you know you won't be eating ramen and living in your car next month. You are buying yourself peace of mind. Once your emergency fund is locked in, congratulations, you have officially graduated from financial survival mode to wealth-building mode. Step 4 is where the magic of compound interest starts working for you. First priority: if your employer offers a 401k match, you need to take full advantage of it immediately. Think about it like this. If your boss walked up to you and offered to give you free money just for saving your own money, you take it, right? That is literally what a 401k match is. If you make $60,000 a year and your company matches 3%, contributing $1,800 a year means they give you another $1,800. You instantly get a 100% return on your investment. There is nowhere else on earth you can legally get a guaranteed 100% return on day one. Do not leave that free money on the table. Beyond the match, your goal should be to invest 10 to 15% of your gross income for retirement. I know that sounds like a lot if you're just starting, but time is your biggest asset. Let me blow your mind real quick. If you start investing $300 a month at age 25 and earn an average 8% return, you will have over $1 million by age 65. But if you wait until age 35 to start doing the exact same thing, you'll only have about $400,000. Waiting just 10 years costs you $600,000. Don't overcomplicate this. People spend months researching individual stocks and analyzing crypto charts trying to get rich quick. The truth, a simple, diversified, low-cost S&P 500 index fund is perfectly adequate for building massive wealth over time. Buy the market, keep buying it every time you get paid, and let compound interest do the heavy lifting. So, you've got your employer match on autopilot. Now, step 5, we wage war on your remaining debt. Credit cards, personal loans, student loans, everything except your mortgage. Debt often carries a lot of emotional baggage because it represents past mistakes or tough circumstances, but we need a concrete plan to eliminate it. There are 2 main strategies here, and both work if you stick to them. The first is the avalanche method. This is where you list all your debts from the highest interest rate to the lowest, and you attack the highest interest rate first. Mathematically, this is the smartest option. It saves you the most money on interest over time. The second is the snowball method. You list your debts from smallest total balance to largest. Ignoring the interest rates. You pay the minimums on everything, but throw every extra dollar at the smallest balance until it's gone. Then you take that payment and roll it into the next smallest debt. Mathematically, it's not optimal, but psychologically, it is brilliant. You get quick wins. You see debts disappear fast, which gives you the momentum and dopamine hit you need to keep going. Personal finance is 80% psychology and 20% math. I personally prefer the snowball method. Pick the one that keeps you motivated and attack it ruthlessly every single payday. Okay, this final step is the glue that holds this entire routine together. It is what separates the people who talk about building wealth from the people who actually do it. Step 6. You must automate everything. Willpower is a depleting resource. It's like a muscle that gets tired as the day goes on. You might wake up on Monday pumped to manage your money perfectly, but by Thursday night when you're exhausted from work, your willpower is gone. You'll look at your checking account and think, I'll transfer money to my savings next week. Spoiler alert, you won't. When your money moves automatically, you remove human emotion, laziness, and temptation from the equation entirely. Here is the exact system I use, and you can steal it. When my paycheck hits my checking account, I let it sit there for exactly 1 day just to ensure the funds clear. Then, on day 2, an army of automated transfers goes to work. A chunk automatically moves to my high-yield savings account. A chunk automatically goes to my Vanguard brokerage account to buy index funds. A chunk goes to pay my credit card balances in full. I never have to think about it. I never have to fight the temptation to spend it. I log into my bank account, and the money that remains is my guilt-free spending money. But don't make the mistake of setting it and forgetting it forever. When you get a raise at work, you must log in and increase those automated investment amounts. Keep your flight plan updated. This payday routine isn't rocket science. It's not a get-rich-quick crypto scheme. It's boring, it's steady, and it absolutely works. If you start treating your money like the wealth-building tool it is, rather than monopoly money you found in the couch cushions, your entire life would change. Follow these steps. Baseline your necessities. Pay your minimums. Fund that emergency account. Get your employer match. Crush your debt, and put the whole thing on autopilot. In 5 years, you will be laughing at how simple it was, while everyone else is still wondering where their paycheck disappeared to. If you got value out of this video, please smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm and subscribe if you haven't already. Drop a comment below and let me know which step you are currently focusing on. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.